Hey, what's up, Mzansi? It's Kami back again with another episode of EPL Mgosi right here on Everything Sports Mzansi. Brought to you today by A Plus Properties. We buy, sell, and rent smartly. You're looking for a house in the greater part of Boxburg? Buhle Mankune is your man. Reach out to him. Again, contacts in the link in the description. Reach out, get yourself your dream house. PC, Buhle, how you doing, my man?
I'm a good man, can't complain. It's all right. I'm a good. Yeah, I think with all the technical glitches, nothing's gonna stop us. But I'm good, man. We will soldier on, find ways.
Let's do this. Let's do this again, guys. Keep it locked on our channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Share the link once the episode is out. Put it on your socials, put it on your WhatsApp status. Have other people go into it. Like our video. Comment in the comment section if we're talking nonsense or if you agree with us or whatever, man. Like, we would like to have even people on the show. So you want to go on and, be part of the show, hook us up. We'll put you back onto the show. Yeah. The show is for the people, by the people. Yeah. Let's do this, guys. Yo, BC, I think let's start at the G Tech Stadium actually. I would love us to start at the G Tech Stadium. Brentford versus Man United, the return of Umbuemo. What's your thoughts, my man?
It was. I think once you call a thought in hindsight, it kind of distorts what you felt at the beginning. Because at the beginning, I felt horrible. I felt we didn't perform well, man. Okay. To be fair, I came a bit late because I was just running a bit errands. So when I came in, it was already 2-1, and looking at the highlights, we didn't make them sweat for the goals. The Brentford striker, he scored 2 goals. The first goal, we didn't make him sweat. The second goal, it was for me, it was the keeper's mistake, him punting inside, and then for Silva, for him to be alert in the box, and our defender next to him not being alert, him pouncing on it and scoring the second goal. So I think it was just a bad performance when I come, especially our final ball for it. Our crossing from the left to right. Umbuemo is not a number 7. So for me, when he goes wide and he tries to take players on, he doesn't have the skill, he doesn't have the pace to pass the guy and score square. He's also a very left-sided guy. Anything that he has to do, he has to go on his left side and then either cross or pass. So his right side is very weak at the moment. He hasn't shown any signs that he can use it. We haven't used Usesko to his ability yet. So I feel that, again, the same situation, our midfield. Uagato and Bruno are not the best midfield combination. We're not going to win games. They don't inspire confidence in the team. Bruno is not a number 6. So I get that he can pass from a distance from the back, or he can be like a quarterback type of situation, but he's not a running number 6. He can't take the ball from deep and run into midfield. And even when he does go up and push, he leaves spaces behind, so he doesn't have the discipline to either know when to take the runs and when to sit. He's an attacking player, so I don't expect him to understand that at this stage. Yeah, I think the biggest thing still stands our midfield. Our midfield, I think it doesn't help that Cast got a yellow card in the second match and got a red card, and then he wasn't available, so it didn't help. So there's no stability in our midfield. So rather, I don't know, I was speaking to you. I think rather either have 2 number 6s if you're gonna go like that, and then let Bruno play up front. Let him do what he does, because yes, him and Ukunya, I could say ability-wise, they are best guys in our team. So let them play up front. Let them cause chaos. And so I think the coach also has to change his plan. He can't at the moment, he hasn't got any credit in the bank to say, yeah, we'll stick to your plan. It works. We've seen it in the past work. It worked at the previous club that you were at. In this club, your plan hasn't worked yet at all. We've been going backwards, so you need to alter, change, see where guys fit best. Because with this plan, I think with this system that I'm thinking, we don't have guys that are adaptable, understand the system. I thought when I come by this stage, we would have had the adaptation of the system. I thought we would have understand how to play it, what to do with it. But I don't think our players understand fully, or maybe they are not being put in the right position to win with this type of system. Maybe they're thinking, okay, we've used this for 6 to 8 months. It doesn't work. Coach, don't you have the ability to change tactics, adapt tactics, do something. So yeah, I'm hoping that it has to change, especially in our midfield, guys. For me, that is the biggest point. That we've
Look,
been overrun with all our
I see,
above midfield.
I see you. Look, you know, there's a lot of things that you've put out there. But we have to, I mean, if you can't narrow it down as the supporters, then, what are you expecting exactly? Because one day you're covering for this guy, saying he's going to come right. You have confidence in him. He's going to make sure that he knows what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. The guy's lost 18 games, that he's played. You can't lose so many games as a Man United coach. You can't. You can't. It doesn't matter. He's worse than when you guys fired um um Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ten Hag. So he has the worst win percentage. He has the worst win percentage of all managers that you guys have had. Come on. There's obviously a
Look,
problem with the coach. And you can't say he's new because he's gonna finish almost a season now if you look at when he came in compared to now. He's gonna finish almost a season now coming up in the festive. You can't. We can't keep making excuses for this guy. Okay?
we're
He
not
needs
making
to
excuses.
either no, but he needs to either firstly admit that okay, I might be the problem here. Might be my system. It might be the way that I'm using my players in my system. But if he's gonna come out on the press conference in a press conference and say, no, I'm not gonna change. I believe in what I believe in. Not gonna change. I'm gonna change only when they fire me. Then fire him. Give him what he wants. He's calling out there for a R55 or whatever it is when you get fired. He wants to go stand in the unemployment queue. Give him that.
RP 5 or RP something like that, unemployment. But
RIP5,
yeah,
yeah.
look, I get that. Yeah, I get the what you're saying, and I'm not making excuses. I think for me, when I remove my emotions out of it, in doing for it for me, maybe there could be other bigger things that I'm not seeing, but from when I'm watching the matches, it's our midfield for it. Yes, our wing plays, yes, it can be better. Our striking force can be better. But I think for me, everything starts in the mid. The heart of the team is the midfield. If your midfield is not functioning, I believe all the other departments are not going to function properly because everything either finds through the midfield and goes to attack. And then when the other opposition attack us, we need to make sure our attacking force is our first line of defense. I get that. But again, midfields are very important for it. Very important. Yes, tactics are coach. I
But
question
DC,
tactics are coach. I question how the coach does that. I think when
but
I thought
DC,
you're
you
missing my
have
point.
five people. No, I understand you. I understand what you're saying is that the problem is in your midfield, but in your coach's formation and in his tactics, he's playing five people in that midfield. So how do you get overrun by teams if you're playing five people in the
Because
midfield? It's because the coach is not using the right people in that particular
yes,
midfield
yeah,
to be able
yes, yes.
to be able to, number one, protect your defense, number two, to link up with
Mm.
your strike force. So the problem is the coach, it's him. No matter how we're looking at this, because my thing is you can't buy so much.
Well, it is the problem. This is the problem being stubborn. But I think when I come, I can't be fixated. For me, I can't be fixated on one point and make that point the bigger issue. The coach is the issue in the sense is stubborn in his formation. Now, if that small issue becomes a bigger issue over time, then I will say, yeah, Kami, because he was stubborn, it led us to now to make 10 matches in a row where this guy he can see his downfall. So yes, I've seen I'm seeing slowly his demise, that he's not listening, he's not adapting to change. However, I'm not in the boat that fire the coach. I'm not in that boat at the moment because dude, I don't want to go there. That one for you, Ian Diga, man, because we fire the
Okay.
coach, we obviously are ready behind the new coach, and then the cycle continues. So I want to stop that cycle. So I'm not there yet. So what I'm saying with this coach, what I'm saying specifically with Mchita is that just listen, open your eyes, open your ears, and don't. As a young manager, I can see that he wants to impose his style. He wants to impose here, and I believe this. This is what I believe. I'm not going to change. Cool, but if you're not able to adapt and having that adaptable mentality, you're not going to go far. You're going to be fired, as you said when I come. And I see your prediction that when you said by Christmas he may be fired. And I've been thinking about that a lot of times. Mhlawumbe unyanisile nam, mhlawumbe unyanisile that because it be stubbornness and is not an ability not able to use the right players in the right position, or seeing that the system that I've got is not for the right players, is not for these players that I have at the moment. So meaning that I have to maybe play a 4-4-2 or play for one, whatever, but change the formation or change the system that you're currently using now because the players are not adapting to it. They don't understand it. So yes, I do blame it on the coach, but again, because I'm not gonna then use that and say he must be fired for that. Maybe he can change. Maybe he can't change. I need to give him for me when I always see somebody. I'm always like a half full kind of guy. I'll give you an opportunity until you fail. Then I'll be like, okay, Ufeli on to the next one. So when you're there, I'm not going to say get out or throw stones. No, I'm not going to do that.
But I mean, sorry about that. Oh, but I mean, he's failed, bro. He's failed. He's already failed to me. Like I mean, he's already been there. He's given so much opportunities. Been given a whole season's worth. And if you're not being able to do, I mean, he's finished 15th. What are you waiting for? You're waiting to finish 15th again and then say, okay, now we have to get out rid of that coach. But again,
I'll remember when it came half a
I
season.
know which boat you're in right now. You're saying
I'm,
coach in, LeBron in for now. You might, but you do
yes,
see my prediction him being out by Christmas.
yes, I do see your prediction. Yes, I do. I'm going to admit to that. Cameron in, yes, I'm with that. Again, I'm backing the coach 100%. I'm not going to be iffy about that. He's in, he's there, so we back him. Whatever he say, we believe. First thing, we're not 100%, but we believe. And then until he shows otherwise, until he moves or until he gets fired, we'll be like, okay, good riddance, on to the next one. So for me, I don't believe in bashing or throwing the guy down while he's there. Support, and whether it's going good or bad, support until he's not there anymore. And then you say whatever you say. Okay, you can say whatever you say while he's there, but if I was telling you right or something that's going to uplift, then just keep quiet and just support the person.
Okay. Look, again, I know you've been giving him your whole support,
Yeah,
loyalty
yeah.
right there.
Ten
Uh,
Hag, Ten
but
Hag,
again,
Urenyag, all
he
that
has an opportunity.
support. But
He has an opportunity to turn it around this weekend. You guys are playing Sunderland
wait,
at
a very
home.
good opportunity. But you're coming up against a very good team that is number 5 on the log. So and they just won 1-0 in the last match. So don't underestimate that. Don't think that you're getting a Sutherland of 2 years back or 5 years back where they're just gonna roll over. Potentially they might just roll over us. So we need to be focused,
Again,
and we need to understand.
we're speaking we're speaking about a newly promoted team here. Okay, we're speaking a team that was playing in the championship for the last 10 years because they got relegated from the Premier League. So this is an opportunity for you guys to get 3 points. It can't be that if you're gonna
Big
say this is
opportunity.
the right guy and this is the guy that's gonna bring you guys together. This is the ideal opportunity to bring that together. Yes, they're number 5 in the league. They started well, but they are a newly promoted team, and this is Manchester United at Old Trafford. Surely you guys have to turn some kind of table somewhere, or else you can't be in the positivity of keeping the manager doing all of that, but you're gonna lose to a Sunderland at home in this situation that you guys are in at the moment. What's your thoughts?
If it, if Sutherland were in our position, I think we're not number 14, if I'm mistaken, or they were lower than us, I would say yeah, definitely. But purely because of the form they showed. Let me just quickly check the log. They've won 3 matches and they've drawn 2 and they've lost 1. Lost 1 match, ne? Tina, it's 10. We've won 2, 1-2 and lost 3. So don't think that there's a mentality about okay, this Sutherland of old where you're gonna roll, you just arrive, they're gonna be like, okay, man, you roll us over or give us opportunity or let us play in the front foot. No. You need to respect that team because they're higher log than us. Yes, you're right. 10 years out of in the wilderness, promoted last year. So for us, we need to focus, respect where they are. Yes, in terms of talent, we've got the better talent, we've got the better squad, 100%. But we need to apply that. We need to go and apply that and show that in the match. So, I'm expecting nothing more than a win. As much as Sutherland are number 5 in the log, I'm expecting nothing more than a win. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear chest, my man. Being have chest. You guys can't be in the world with this. Yeah, but again, you see what what Okay, okay. Tell me, if you guys don't win against Sunderland, the next game after that is Liverpool. Why? Where's the expectation there? And again, if you're gonna lose the next two games, that means your coach has five loses in his first 6 or 8 games, 7 games. Come on,
Potentially,
surely
maybe,
you gonna
potentially,
have to
look,
do something there.
potentially they may pull the trigger if he loses against Liverpool because I see that might be a backlash from the fans. Like, we can't take it anymore. A lot of people online saying we've had enough. He's not good enough. So potentially in these last two matches, where if he doesn't show any sign, any improvement, which is going to be a very difficult because you're playing teams that are up above you. So you're playing a team that is supposed to be weaker than you. So you have to win, and then you're playing our old rivals, guys, our old foes. So I don't know the expectation you're gonna win there because they're number one in the log. So I think it's a tough one. Am I expecting a win loss or win win or lose lose? I'm hoping a win against Sutherland. That's the first thing. Against Liverpool, we'll see next week, but this week a win. That's what I'm expecting.
Let's do that. Win for Man United. Score prediction.
We're struggling to even score 2 goals in a game. Struggling. I can't even keep a clean sheet, so we'll have to go. I'm thinking of a 2-1. I'm also thinking of 3-2. Thinking that we may go down to 2-1
Victory. Yeah, my side. Just by the way, in Lanuga last week, brilliant game by Brentford. Took the game to you guys. I think they
Yeah, we didn't keep
fans
it. Yeah, we
booed
should.
Bueno out of the game. Brilliant goal by Igor Thiago. His first goal, masterful. Second goal, good striker that's there. Again, Brentford bringing out the talent as they come. And yeah, you guys, one positive thing that came out of the game, you guys had Sesko on the score sheet last week. So at least he scored his first goal for Man United. One positive at least to come out of the
Yes,
game.
I'm ranting. I'm busy ranting. I'm busy. I forgot about me. I'm busy. So sorry, guys. Sorry. Apologize.
Yeah, look, your head is gone. I told you already this. Like I told you, your head is gone. Get a new coach, mate. So yeah, look, I think you guys will bounce back this weekend against Sunderland.
I don't
I
like
think you
that. I
guys will
don't
bounce
do
back
like.
this weekend. Yeah, what's that?
I don't like a recycling of coaches, guys. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm on in for now. You said so. Yeah, 3-1 prediction for me for Man United. Let's keep it moving. Speaking about Liverpool, they suffered their first lose this past weekend against Crystal Palace, courtesy of Edin Ketia. Once a Guna, always a Guna. Well done, Ketia. And then, yeah, what's your thoughts about that? Crisis or a blip?
I believe, guys. But they scored like in the 90th minute, so minor blip. I'm sure Arnold was on them. Like, hey guys, don't let it slip because I think when you lose this type of match, it's easy for you to go on another losing run, maybe another 2 or 3 losing runs. So it's very important that to keep the guys focused. Also, right, as much as you want to go unbeaten. It's kind of impossible in this day and age. It's not like in the Arsenal days. So it's kind of impossible. So many matches to play, rotating squads. So you hope that everybody in the same level in the terms of your squad. So it's kind of difficult for you to maintain the unbeaten runs. Kudos on Liverpool, unlike Hisham. This is one of those things. Yeah, yeah. It was a decent game. It was a decent game. It wasn't the best game, but decent.
As I said, like to me, I said it. I've been saying it. Winning late goals, late winners, and all of that. No challenges with injuries last season. They went through the season and being able to do that and getting away with luck, VAR decision, everything. But again, people will say I'm making excuses. Yeah, but it's not. Sometimes luck runs out. And what I feel right now
Yeah,
is that they at the point where luck run out for them. Okay. And the late winners, you can't sustain that. I said that already. You cannot sustain scoring late goals the whole time and getting 3 points. And again, they thought in this game, okay, there we go. Late one, we might have be able to hold on to it. And it didn't happen that way. I will say it again, they still need to get challenged. And right now they have a nice run of fixtures coming out, where they have to prove themselves. Because remember, we started with everything. We've gone to Anfield already. And City's come through to us already this season, played big games just to start the league. Now they're going into their big game part of the season. Let's see how they handle it. And once they get the injuries, they get Allison is out now. got injured in the Champions League. See how they're going to handle all of those things and making sure that they are the champions that they are and they are cruising nicely, as they always like to say. So again, yeah, I think Crystal Palace was amazing as always at home. Like I'm really impressed by the likes of Mateta, and how it is that they lost Eze, which is a big blow to them. They still continuing and playing good. So kudos to Oliver Glasner, which is the coach. I think Glasner's done a great job there. Liverpool, first lose of the season, but everybody's in meltdown in the Liverpool side of things, or no longer now confident we're going to cruise to the league, which is, it's not going to happen. It doesn't happen in England where you cruise to the league. There's challenges on the way. It's not going to be like light season for them. They're going to have, I said it, they're going to have people that's going to challenge for them. There's going to be teams that goes into that game saying we're playing against the champions. So, they're going to have a run
Yeah,
for it.
definitely.
And, yeah.
That's why they call it the competitive league, England, because you get a lower team or a team that is underneath the team that is beneath you in terms of quality, in terms of whatever you might measure that with, and they just roll you over 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. They put a good performance, they stun you. So that's why we all love the EPL, because you get a
Yeah.
shocking result. Somebody was very happy
Yeah.
on the chat, very happy, very, was singing on themselves. It was very
Well, we'll get to the Arsenal part of the section, but yeah, so yeah, nice win for Crystal Palace on that one. We'll we will preview the Liverpool game coming up, but before we do that, another team that's lost. That's we're gonna go into the preview with regards to that game, Chelsea, and they got beaten at at Brighton 3-1. Yeah, ne? These guys. That's why they've left
yeah.
the podcast, that's why they've let us two here. I think you're the only brave one because you face me every single week and I give it to you, Sticks was cruising and
Right.
happy. All of a sudden, you can't join this week because, he got the loss. But don't worry, we'll bring the Mooks brothers and Sticks and everybody to face up to everybody. The Mooks brothers suffered a 3-1 lose at Brighton. What's happening is Chelsea pretenders or contenders?
Hope not. Hope not. It looks like a bit of pretenders at the moment, but it's like 6 games in, so it's very difficult to say within 6 games people are pretending. But again, you don't want the teams up top to open up a lead on you. So at the moment, they've got the team. For me now, I was impressed with the coach last season. This season he seems to be on shaky grounds in terms of the team style, selections, in terms of his decision making as a coach. So second year in, people come. Yes, you know what? Maybe when you first arrive, people are not used to you. You're comfortable. You're happy. Everything's hunky dory. A year in, once everybody's comfortable and knows you, but unje, you like this. Maybe you're annoying. Maybe you say the same thing over and over. You can't say the same message in a different way for us to understand. Maybe your messaging, maybe your team. So maybe the guy's gotten used to him, and maybe they like, maybe he's not what we expect him to be, or he's not as what we thought he is. So you never know. Hopefully, he's not showing up. Hopefully, that he can go through this rough patch that he's going through, and then galvanize the team, galvanize the guys again to believe that he is the manager to take them forward. For me, again, I believe in the guy. From last season, I was impressed with his press conferences, impressed with how his team playing. Yes, the team selection yake at times was poor. But again, you just have to give somebody grace, give them the opportunity, give them support. Yes, they're going through a bad run. Hopefully, they can change it. They're playing against Liverpool, so we will see. Yeah. All the best to them. You see, the Mooks brothers have ran out. They just babalekile now. They haven't shown up this season.
Boom.
But for way to Buyana, we did miss you
God.
guys. Hopefully, you can join
Come
the
on,
banter.
guys. Guys, come on, Izani, come face us. Come face the public as well. Public wants to know what's happening at Chelsea and whether or not are you still Maresca in or you Maresca out. I mean, you're the world champions. I mean, Mook's first episode, Mooks was here bragging about that big trophy he's got on the preseason tournament. Now the real thing has happened, guys not showing up. Yeah. Hey. But anyway, Liverpool versus Chelsea this weekend. It's a big one. Okay, before we go there, kudos to Danny Welbeck scored a double against Chelsea last week. Again, Once a Guna, always a Guna. Let's see Liverpool versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. What's your prediction on that
You
one?
can't claim him. You need to take that bet, dude. You can't claim it anywhere, but
Okay.
he was
Fair
there
enough,
in
fair
passing.
enough. Fair.
He was there in passing. You can't claim. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, you were saying sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, Chelsea versus Liverpool, Stamford Bridge. Thoughts?
Look, it's a big one for it's absolute big one. In sometimes you do take form out. Chelsea is not coming in with a good form. Liverpool just had a minor blip against Palace, so we'll forgive them. So teams are not in good form, not in good shape. However, anything will happen. One guy can give a worldly performance, a goal, score 3 goals, hat trick, go goal and assist, be the mainstay of their team. So I don't know. I'm thinking Slot will refocus Liverpool, make sure they understand the bigger picture. It's either the league or Champions League. So in terms of the league, they are a foot ahead of everybody, so they need to maintain that foot. So I'm sure he's gonna drill them in with guys focus. We're not losing, not going there for a lose at least. A win is bonus, but we're not losing. So I'm sure Slot will. I'm sure Slot in my side is telling them guys we're going there for a win. With us, he's gonna obviously play the media, say the right things. But I'm sure behind the scene he's telling the guys, let's go make a big statement. Let's go take 3 points, and let's make sure that everybody remembers, understands. We're not champions by fluke. Yes, everybody's saying we're cruising. We worked for those. We worked for the matches last week. So did last year. We passed it our cut. We were very fortunate we didn't have injuries. Everything was in our way. So this year we want to prove again that last year wasn't a fluke. So I'm sure he's really a lot of last those messaging, those guys focus. However, having said all that, I believe also Meresco is saying the same thing to these players. That guys, it was unacceptable against Brentford, 3-1. This is our chance to step up and beat the champions, beat them badly if we can, but if we can make sure we nip a win, they don't leave here with a point, even with 1 point. So I'm sure he's also taking some sort of a similar message. So I would say a nice 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw for you, BC. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Yeah, I know it's going to be a big game. I mean, Liverpool have to bounce back. They've lost 2 games in a row now if we count the Champions League. So they don't want to have that form carrying on. In the same breath, Chelsea is also looking for a resurrection, and a result against Liverpool would, obviously resurrect their season. So they will be definitely looking to go all out and guns blazing as well. So yeah, I also see it as a draw. Chelsea might nick it I wish, obviously, but I will say probably a draw, 1-1. Okay.
As we need to keep score of our
Then let's
prediction.
go. Yes, like, what I wanted, we'll do, is kind of a prediction table, like have our
Yeah,
predictions,
something like
see what's back. We get points for this and that, but we'll see once the guys
that.
join us and we are full complement, then yeah, then we'll do that. Yeah. So speaking about the last weekend again, another result. Man City 5, Burnley 1, expected 1. They ran past Burnley at home. Man City picking up form a bit in the league, which, probably will make it an interesting one to go with. But yeah, guys, anybody that's out there, again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. Like the video, send it out to your mates, comment in the comment section. If you're a Man City fan, we don't have a Man City fan on the panel. Reach out to me. Let's get you on the pod. Let's hear what you got to say. Let's have your view throughout the season. So if you're a Man City fan, reach out to me on the pod. If you have my digits, reach out to me on the side. If you have my socials, comment in the comment section. Let's hear it from you guys. Yeah, keep it locked right here on EPL Mgosi and everything Sports Mzansi. Speaking about a, a winner this weekend, us now won at St. James's Park for the first time in such a long time. Yeah, man, absolutely fantastic results on my side. I was absolutely blown away by that game. Absolutely loved it. Um, yeah, it was a game that is what champions are made of. Again, if you go out there and you're struggling against Newcastle and you win it in the last moments like that, that's what Liverpool did in early on in the season. Guess
Champions.
what we did? Went
You're
there
not
and we
champions
won.
yet. Hello.
I'm
Hello,
not
you're
saying
not
we're champions.
champions.
I'm saying that's what champions do. They go to tough sides and they bring out the
You
result.
can't
Okay,
you can't put yourself in that bracket of what that is what champ. You're not a champion. You just want it. You
fair
just
enough.
they okay. What you can phrase it differently, where we want it on championship rounds or whatever. But I'm going to get the upper camp shit. Imagine that.
Okay, fine, yeah, fair enough. Not champions, but the champions go out and they grind out the results. And that's what we did at St. James's Park. You know, brilliant goals. That was there. I mean, Gabriel at the end there, number one. Mourinho, I don't know what Arteta's done to that guy, but he's totally transformed him and he's scoring goals. I'm loving it. So super happy with my team. Um, so yeah, man. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Let me just get charged up quickly. Right?
Tough match against Newcastle. 2-1 victory. I don't know what to say much. I think Arsenal's got the same expectation that they have to win. Have to win consistently, play, show good performance right throughout the season. But yeah, I'm happy, guys. I think also, Nakam, we need to take into consideration that maybe that not that rough start. Maybe just had that little glitch in the first couple of matches. Maybe now, what's your guys' coach name?
Atenta.
It could be now. The guys are now starting to understand, starting to gel, starting to. So it will be interesting now to see which team is picking up form. As we mentioned, Man City is starting to pick up form after the rough start. You guys' start wasn't the best, but you're still winning. And then against Liverpool, obviously, but then so you still then went back on the horse again. So it'll be interesting to see from now up until December the teams that are starting to pick up form. So you're also showing signs of picking up form, winning where you're not supposed to have won. Ugly. I think that's where you need. I think when I come, you're very good at winning ugly, and I think that's gonna keep you in good state when the season gets tough. When you're just scrapping 1-1, or the other team showing that they're gonna score that second goal, and all of a sudden you guys score the second goal, and then the defense holds the other team, and then you basically win. I think you guys could be showing that mental toughness that I always questioned you guys have. I think you guys showing that mental toughness that yes, against Liverpool it was a blip, but then you went back on the horse and you won again. So I think yeah, I foresee the only thing that I would say for you guys is I am expecting EPL trophy for win. We said last season Arteta out and Arteta didn't win the EPL and it's almost like you I don't know if you've forgiven him or you support him, which I like. That's fine, cool. Now we take the last season. I feel it's true for this season because of Ueze, just purely because you've got now bench players where you can change the match from the bench, not just from the starting lineup. Man City, the nice thing
Yeah.
that they had for years is that they had bench players where they can change a game from the bench. That's what you've got now. So because you've got that and you've got a coach that's been there for 6 years, I think your recipes are there for you guys to win a trophy. And it has to be one of either a Champions League trophy or a league, but I'm sure you guys are wanting to win a league trophy. So I foresee young guys a rocky road, but at the end of the day, I don't want to say potentially you could win because I remember I had Liverpool as my champions. They're
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah. I was
But
about to remind you of that.
you could be a dark horse where you show me that mental strength. Bah, Buhle, you made a mistake. Here we go. March, April, May, that's sad. Ukami comes off nowhere and they're topping the league. Or you've been on top of the league and you sustain that run until the league finishes.
Don't worry, we'll have our mid-season predictions coming up again, where you're allowed to kind of change what you thought at the start.
Yeah,
Like up to it. But
Liverpool,
but
but
yeah,
so
man, look,
far.
it was a nice win against Newcastle. It's a tough place to go to, and it's not easy to go up there and go get a 3 points. We gone up there and we got a 3 points, and we come home now and we play West Ham at home. Yeah, like to me, every game is going to be a difficult game because obviously every game comes in again. Espirito Santos, a new coach at West Ham. So he's not going to come and go in gang ho. He's going to come in, set up, put people behind it. He's done it before against us. He knows how to play against. Might be, different personnel there, different players, but he still has a team to be able to come in and get a result. So we must just be careful. I mean, we've come on a high now, winning at Newcastle, won our Champions League game. We just want to keep on with the momentum. So, yeah, we have a nice team, a good squad of players, mm, and we must just make sure we just keep that together and, don't get a lot of injuries and we rotate nicely within that squad. Yeah, but I mean, West Ham, I don't see us. Yeah,
I'm
what was
saying
that?
rotating very important.
Yeah,
Very important. Much of the
yeah.
you
So, yeah,
part of
so
minimizing the injuries is rotating guys not playing 5, 10 matches in a row.
school predictions. My prediction, 3-0 to Arsenal. Your prediction, sir?
Oh, there. 2-0. 2-0.
2-0. 2-0 to Arsenal. And then, yeah, let's go into the last game. Not really, but Brentford, Man City is another big one. Again, we're looking for a Man City fan. Join the panel so we can make sure your games are also covered. But yeah, Brentford, Man City away to Brentford. Brentford on a high of just beating Manchester United at home. Now another Manchester team comes through. Your thoughts?
Look, you could say, I get what you're saying, but they're playing against a different team that is more organized than us, better quality than us. Coaching is far better than our coaching. So based on that, they're not going to have it easy. And that team's also got one of the best strikers in the world, is Haaland. So they're not going to have it that easy. As expected, if we're going with what should be expected, is that City should win. Brentford has shown good signs under the new coach. We expected the coach to struggle. There is an adaptation period when you come in the new team. The guys understand your messaging, tactics, how you conduct yourself on a day-to-day basis. So it seems like Mchita have seamlessly fit in. Team is playing well, and guys are understanding what he's wanting. So that is also a good sign of a good coach. Sometimes but it's not always the be all of end all, because if let's say you are figuring that win and the guys understand your system or understand you straight away, that is a good sign. Sometimes guys take time to understand you, maybe 6 to 8 months later, then they show good signs or they show good performances. So they're showing good performances early, which is always a good sign. Again, as I said to you, if everything goes well, City should win between 2 to 3-1.
Yeah. 3-1 win for you. I think, look, again, Brentford's impressed me this season. I mean, the way that they come. City hasn't been the City of old. And again, this sucks. You can see, I mean, without Haaland again this season, they wouldn't be where they are really because of his goals. So, once again, to me, stuff like that, and you depend on a person to rescue you out of situations, then becomes dangerous. Yeah.
Sorry, it'll be very interesting to see, ne? Because from what I understand is, you see, City has always had a backup striker. Yes, they went 2 seasons where they didn't have a striker. There were guys playing false nines. Okay, I understand. But when they had a striker, they always had a backup. So if the first one guy didn't maybe perform or maybe performed, they always changed. So I'm thinking they can't rely on Haaland for it. If you check Alvarez now at Atletico, he's scoring goals like for fun. So now you're thinking to yourself, was it a wise decision to let him go? Because now you're expecting one person to score all the goals and not to be injured. And you know that the formiak is up and down. So it's quite a very interesting thing of how they're gonna relying on one person and hoping that person is gonna score all the goals and hoping that he's gonna be there the whole season. So it's very interesting how they went into the season without getting a backup striker. It's not like it's very interesting, but I just thought about that. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. As I said, can't rely on one thing. Luck does run out and, things happen. So, yeah, look, yeah, nice episode, BC. Nice episode. Guys, again, brought to you by A Plus Properties. Link in the description. Hook up my boy, Buhle Mankune. Make sure that you hit him up. Let him find a great place for you in Boxburg. Again, we're going to reach out to the whole of Joburg, maybe nationally. But for now, Boxburg's the area that we deal with for most of the time. EPL Properties is your hookup, guys. Yeah, PC, nice one. Nice show. And good luck for the weekend, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Good luck as well.
Sure, guys. Guys, again, like, subscribe, like. Shut up.